Ugh. I didn't get that bit, don't worry. Oh, it looks Cornish. Hello from Cornwall, everybody. Welcome to my holiday. Breakfast is half done for me. Yeah. And now what are we doing? Are we watching rugby? We're watching rugby. And also look at our view. That was not in the brochure. It's fine. But who works on a Saturday?
Thank you.
I'm joking. It's rude.
She actually wasn't on camera, she would add that as well. She knows it.
It's raining!
That's a surprise to you?
We are going to the gym because I haven't been for ages. And neither is Thomas.
I like the way you're thinking. Here you are. Here you are. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smoke is in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. When you're next to me, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything.
I can't breathe! How come you can do it? Even you look like you're struggling. Gym is done, and now we're going to collect some sand. Woo! There is a reason I'm collecting sand, but I'm not going to tell anyone yet because it's a big surprise. Ow, I hit someone's car. Anyway, yeah, we're going to the beach. Gully's Beach. in the rock. A crab claw! Maybe I should eat him. Oh, he's been eaten already.
Oh!
Oh, sorry. Oh look, he's got little fishies in him. Come back, fishy. This is like my childhood. Mr. Fish, come out wherever you are. Band. A souvenir, and it's free. Pretty. What are we doing now?
Swimming.
We're going swimming. So I can't take the camera there. Otherwise I'll get some funny looks. But yeah. What are we gonna do with those? We are going for some lunchies. So we went to go for food. It's so hard to do on camera. But I didn't really want to stay in there. And there's a reason for that, and I haven't really spoken about it much on the vlogs. But I think, I don't know, it might help someone, me being open. And it's something I'm really struggling with at the moment, so I can't like vlog and pretend everything's fine. But yeah, I'll explain later. But at the moment I'm sat in the car and Tom's sat in a restaurant. And I want to be able to go back in, but I don't think I can. And this is why the holiday's been hard. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to update you on the situation of why I was crying and the fact I had to go into a restaurant, because for some people that may seem really crazy. For some people they might be like, what? I never even knew that you struggled with stuff like this. And for some people they might be like, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one. And that's probably why I'm doing it, is the reason of people going, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one, because I feel really isolated with this. And I feel like I'm the only one who struggles with getting really like overly anxious basically about certain things. So I wanted to speak about it on this vlog, and that's why I wanted to make a vlog on holiday, because I've been struggling with it all week. It was really bad when I was with my dad, because we kept shifting from hotels, and there was a lot of eating out, and eating out is one of the biggest triggers for it. And then when I saw Tom, it was better, but still really tricky. So basically what I'm struggling with at the moment is, I don't want to call it anxiety because I don't like labelling myself that I've got anxiety. But basically at the moment I'm over anxious. My body is in like survival mode, and this all comes from trauma from when I was younger. And I know that sounds really dramatic calling it trauma, but it was for when I was younger. And I was a really shy kid, and a few things happened where I was like really embarrassed and humiliated in public. And also there was a lot of stuff around food. When I was at boarding school, I for a while couldn't eat in the cafeteria because I was scared of embarrassing myself. Also when I was really young, I was very fussy with food. A lot of foods made me feel sick. And then when I was really young, like really young, I think like a baby, I had this weird, don't want to say disease, but this weird thing where I had to keep going in hospital, and basically I just kept being sick. I don't know what that is. So I've got this thing around basically being sick, eating, embarrassing myself in public, and it comes up in life. It kind of rears its ugly head every so often, and I have pushed it to the back quite a lot, and learned to cope with it basically. And I think like it's been good. And well, has it really though? Because I feel like I've just been covering up a lot of stuff. So, you know, I know what triggers me, and I won't go and do certain things. Oh, also public transport is another one because it's very public, and there's no like safe place for me to get away. That's why when I went to Australia, it was a really big deal that I flew by myself and I did all that. But I was in a really good place then, and I think from having the burnout and all that, I've gone back into like a bit of a dodge place where I don't feel like I know myself as well, and I don't trust myself as well, and I just feel emotionally a little bit more up and down. And I think that's why the anxiety stuff has been getting worse. Before I came on holiday, it was getting to the point where I literally couldn't walk through town by myself. Like in my hometown, I was just panicking, and I can't explain anxiety. It's a really hard one, but basically imagine the most scared you've ever felt. I don't know, we've all got fears of things, but imagine that, and then imagine getting that in like everyday situations that people don't even think anything of, like walking down the street or going and eating out, which a lot of people feel really comfortable with and really relaxed. Like for me, it's a really stressful situation, and I was so worried coming to this holiday, especially with my dad, that I was going to let him down, that I was going to be an inconvenience, because I always feel like an inconvenience. Like that's why I get really upset, because you know, my dad wanted to take me to really nice restaurants and spend time with me and do things with me, and I'm there like in this cocoon of like panic, and I can't think of anything. I can barely like hold a conversation, and then I feel like I'm ruining the holiday. I feel like I'm ruining everyone's experiences, and I feel like a massive inconvenience. And I think that's where a lot of this panic came from, is I didn't want to be an inconvenience, and then I started worrying about it. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, but I'm trying to. This is hard to talk about, but basically I know that I will get over this, and I know that I will come through it, and I'm about to have when I get home, I'm going to go and see the lady who I have counselling with, and she is aware of all this stuff, and she wants us to like deal with it and kind of not just cover it up and not just mask it, but actually like deal with the root problem of it, which will be really good. But I think it's brought a lot of old stuff up, talking about it, which has been really difficult. But basically, yeah, the reason I'm talking about this is to just show you guys like the reality of life, and it can look like everything's going really swimmingly for everyone, but you know, when I speak to my dad and Tom, they're like, we wouldn't even know you were panicking until you literally hit the red zone and you like cry and you start like basically full on panicking. They wouldn't even know that like hours before that, or like the whole time, I am like battling with my own head and my own thoughts and trying to calm myself down and like worrying and panicking. They just have no idea. So I just think like how many people are going around feeling like that, because I know it's not, although I feel isolated, I know it's not a rare thing, and so I just want to bring like awareness to it. I don't want to label it at all, because I don't think it's good to label yourself like, oh, I have anxiety, because then you're kind of putting that label on yourself. And I think it's better to kind of be like, oh, at the moment I feel over anxious, like at this period of time. It's not like anxiety doesn't define me, and I don't want to label myself as someone who really struggles with it. I just like to more say like, oh, I feel overly anxious at the moment, and I'm working through it, and yeah, it doesn't define me. It is irritating though. But anyway, I'm gonna stop blabbing on, and yeah, that's basically my story. And this is why my boyfriend is the best boyfriend. He gets me takeaway food.
Got mine out while I'm in.
Ow!
Come on, get in there. Oh, there.
Oh!
She looked as though she just wanted to get out there, qualify and move on, not bothered about how quick she ran.
Balance your style with capsule chips, each sold separately. Twisty Pet lip gloss, new pom-pom finish and water glitter shimmer. Fancy fuzzy. Twisty Pet bracelets and jewelry tree from Spin Master. New Twisty Pet cuddle tremendous fuzzy fashion scarves or boas. 4 different styles you can cuddle and wear. Twisty Pet cuddles from Spin Master.
What that? Toy.
So we've eaten our pizza and we've watched about 1 million films because we're having a chill day. It's our last day on holiday, so yeah, and it's raining and there's not much else to do. But I thought this would be a good opportunity to introduce you to Tommy, who is my boyfriend. And I know a lot of you are wondering about him and when he's going to feature in a vlog, so here he is, featuring in a vlog. So I'm going to do a quick fire round of questions so you all know him better. Hi Tommy.
Hello.
So, where are you from?
Ledbury.
Are you looking in the camera?
I think
Come closer. And how old are you?
so. 28.
And how did we meet?
In the gym.
And how long ago did we meet?
About 3 years ago.
And why have we only just started going out? Nah, I won't make about that one.
Mixture of both before anyone asks.
But anyway, next question. What do you do as a job?
I'm a lead op and also a firefighter.
Woo! For the firefighters and lead ops. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Steak or chicken?
Oh, steak.
Blonde or brunette?
Brunette, of course.
Wow.
Take the pause out of that.
Did you pause?
No, not really, but I was trying to...
Hold on, I want to look on the internet, like funny quick fire questions. I've got some off Google. What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
More contact. I don't know. Don't eat yellow snow.
Oh!
No, do I?
What is your favourite movie ever?
Oh, I'd say Snatch.
Describe yourself as a teenager in 3 words.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely. Lovely, competitive, wild. God.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
I'd say liars.
Liars. My gosh, how old is this? It says what's on your iPod. Lol. If you could meet any 3 people in the world, dead or alive, who would you meet?
David Beckham.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. Sylvester Stallone. Samuel L. Jackson.
Cool. If you had a spirit animal, what would it be?
Lion.
Oh, a lion. Any tattoos?
No.
Best gift you've ever received? Me.
Probably a football when I was younger.
Oh,
because I thought
cute.
it was the best.
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
Fly.
Fly.
To fly.
That's actually a really good one. Anyway, this interview is now over. Thank you. Thomas Watkins.
Thank you, Olivia Thomas.
It's time to get ready for dinner. We're trying it again. We got this. You got this.
Babe, do you have a poo in there?
No. It's on camera now.
Makeup is done.
Looking very dapper. Mr. Thomas Watkins.
Well, thank you, Miss Towers.
My hair's got all fluff. Are you proud?
My God, I'm good.
Babe, have you had a nice night?
Oh, it's been lovely.
Have you got a Melbeck?
2.
Or 3. And we are back from dinner and I nailed it. Woo! Victory! Victory! Victory!